India.
But do you, when you interact with them, do you feel the difference in knowledge or exposure? Do you feel it yourself?
Yes, because at the end of the day, they're at home. They're not doing what we are doing. Like, for example, they don't really plan an event. They don't have a fashion show in their own school, or they don't call up big designers such as Indian designers such as Manish Arora or somebody for their platform. Whereas, for example, in my college, we had an event, a fashion event for the graduates who were graduating that year, and I was working backstage. And working backstage is not an easy job, and nobody will know it till the time you don't do it. And while you're working, you just make so many contacts, because in fashion world you can't work without contacts. You need contacts. That's the first thing on your list if you are in this industry. And when I was there, I saw how the system works, how will I be able to cope up with it, and it was very smooth, easy. I was enjoying what I was doing. It wasn't tough. It was, I can say, very friendly, but at the same time very strict. Friendly and strict, both. It wasn't on medium level, no. And then so many designers from Balenciaga, Hermes, all the representatives were there from those kind of brands, which even makes you more, want to make you more eager to go in that field and know these people and do something like them. So it was a great experience for me working backstage. And we make a lot of advertisements or logos for different firms in Paris. For example, a communication firm would want a board or want a hoarding. How will we present it? So we get a lot of opportunities in designing for them or helping them, and not just in our classrooms. We have projects, like, it's an American system because it's an American university, but we have projects for every class, and there are 2 semesters, right? So in one semester we have a midterm, and then at the end we have a final exam. So we have 2 projects for both, a midterm project and then the final project, which helps you gain more knowledge and more skills in how you present and how are you able to communicate and how are you able to reveal your leadership qualities. That's what makes you more confident and more eager to learn what you are actually doing.
Sure, but even, the institutes in India, like the ones you mentioned, or there are a couple of them, who have set up shop in India, they also give this kind of exposure, like projects, live shows, they're working backstage and they're exposed to the top designers. So, I mean, you can get a similar exposure.
At the end of the day, I've seen those shows, they're not bad, they're very good. But at the same time, they're not what a student is supposed to get out of this industry. Because this industry is very tricky. It's not really easy. You have to really push yourself. You really have to, know people of how to do it. Like, I've been to a Pearl show, the fashion show. It is good. Obviously, you see new upcoming talent, you see a lot of people showing their talent, but it's just like a regular, like a regular show. It doesn't give you the real glimpse of a fashion show. Whereas there's a designer called Manish Arora. He comes in the fashion week all the time, fashion week of Paris. That means he is being attracted by the European crowd, or I must say the fashion Paris crowd, and he goes there to gain more experience. That's why his creativity is even more famous in India. So naturally, I'm not saying you should not study in India or abroad, but just the level of teaching.
It's a benchmarking. It's a different level of benchmarking. Yeah, I get that point.
So that's why I chose to be there.
So let me summarize, Kanishka, what I have understood about your experiences. And, what you said is that if you have a hunch that you want to do something, but the traditional path does not let you find it, what you want to do, then research. Because the world has opened up so much, there might just be a course that's right for you. Am I right in saying that? Yeah. But in order to get there, you cannot escape, the drudgery or the pain of finding it out for yourself, because nobody else can help you. Third thing what you said is that no matter how much research you do, the help or guidance or hand-holding of a counseling company can, really, as you said, make it without bumps.
It saves a lot of time.
Time and effort, fatigue or whatever.
Exactly. I mean,
Sure.
if you're graduating from your school, from your 12th,
At the same time, you're studying.
yeah, at the same time you're studying. You don't want to pressurize yourself by even researching and then studying for your exams. It's better if you go to a counseling agency and tell them what you want. They'll give you better ideas. They'll give you better reviews for yourself, which you might not know. They're a great help if you're really confused and you need to find out what are you good at. For example, I think EG gives psychometric test and the TOEFL, IELTS, all these tests will be very helpful for your qualifications and documents for your future, for your other universities. And also, what I like about universities abroad is that they always give you 1 year abroad program. For example, if I'm studying in Parsons, Paris right now, I can go for 1 year in Central St. Martin's in London, or in US, or in Sydney, anywhere else just for 1 year. And they will not cut me from my Parsons. They will take me back after 1 year. So it's a really nice, exposure. You go out somewhere, see that university, come back or see this university, you see the difference. You get to know how are they teaching. You get to know their contacts. You get to know the professors. Because naturally the professors will not be from any other, firm or any other BBA degree professors. They will be from the fashion industry. They will know what they're teaching you. I mean, whatever is taught in fashion is mostly from the real world, because they always say fashion industry is very, very hard, but at the same time it's the most fun place to be.
Is it hard and harsh as well?
Hard, harsh and fun. You want to be in that, but you also don't want to be in that. Very competitive.
Sure.
But what's there if you're not competitive? You cannot go up. It's fun.
And Kanishka, would you like to just mention, what's your motivation to associate with EGE?
Whatever problems I faced initially, I do not want others to go through that. I mean, I want others to save time and just go to an agency. And if you're not happy with their research, you can obviously go and see your research and compare them.
Yeah, I think that's a very important advice, that just don't blindly follow what somebody is telling you. Check yourself, ratify. I think that's a brilliant point. Yeah.
Obviously, you will research. At that time, you were going to get confused. Better you save time, research, and if you're not happy, research on your own, then consult with your friends, your peers. Obviously, they must have studied abroad, they must be knowing stuff. And anyways, today the world is full of knowledge, internet, magazines, everywhere you see something and you know it is there. So it's a good idea, a good way of telling others to not waste time and just go, consult. If you're happy with it, go ahead, or else just try and research more.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, Kanishka, thank you so much for
Thank
taking
you.
time out. You had a very short visit, I know, to Delhi. And your final piece of advice, if any, to the people who are on the same path, are about to treat the same path as you.
I would say that just be on your goal. If you go away from your goal, you will not be successful in the fashion industry, at least. I mean, it can pull you back in a second and it can take you ahead in a second. It's very, very difficult, but at the same time, you're going to have the time of your life. So I just want to say, whatever you do, enjoy in whatever you do, have fun and have faith in what you do. That's it.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.